Welcome to Why Not Show Love, episode 23, start to finish. So, in my book, everybody's a creative. Some have heard, if not everyone, getting started is the hardest part. Why is that? For a lot of times, it's about getting out of our own way and allowing ourselves to be a vessel and flow with whatever is flowing through us. This is kind of the philosophy of these vlogs, to still think a thought but allow natural reaction to that thought and that subject. Base it on personal experience and hold space for you, the viewer, to explore that thought in your own personal way that ain't got shit to do with me. If this provokes at least any form of thought within you that is more beneficial to helping you manifest what you want in your life, this has provided some form of value. So getting started, right? I've always had the romantic outlook of, I'm gonna light up a candle, do something, have all my tracks ready to go, have all the instruments plugged in a perfect serene place, fire up some incense, or have a nice glass of wine or something, and then all of a sudden the dream song is gonna float in, and in one take that's it, and then you bask in its glory, and it's there, right? But then reality hits, and you see that everything will go as it is meant to. So it's not to say that you shouldn't have that night and have that reflection and that vision, but when things don't turn out that way, still keep your eye on the prize, but flow with what it is instead of what we would like it to be. So for getting started, the first thing I'll give a real example is like getting out of my own way. What is the simplest thing I could start doing? Maybe it's listening to the sounds of those swings creaking right now. Maybe it's tapping a simple rhythm, and then you could add upon that. But if you don't allow something to occur, you can't build on it. So build on simple ideas, commit to them. That's another way that I'm learning. We've been looking for a commercial space in these times where people are leaving the city, and there's a challenge. So we rise up to the challenge, we show up to the challenge, and we allow it to be what it is. That is part of the process. That is part of the discipline it takes. Also, think of it like this. I used this analogy in the podcast we were recording earlier. Have your color palette ready. What are the tools that you can use to show up for when your energy is a certain way? So let's say you're in a laid-back energy, right? Maybe you're gonna just hum some voice memos while you're walking down the street. That could be great ideas. Flowing with it instead of being like, no, I gotta lock myself up in the studio and practice rigorously till my fingers are bleeding. There's some days where, that might be the flow. But respect when it isn't and get started on whatever's there. Look at this vlog. We literally picked two spaces, came up with an idea, and we're just going with it. This is the best thing. This is not really about giving advice. This is about showing you an actual example of what we're talking about and living it. The creation of this content is the key that helps me stand more than just some person begging me to listen to music or art that I create, and it's standing by a purpose. And to me, when you have that purpose, I replace the word brand with purpose, and along with purpose comes intention. So what is my energy being used to word? What is it actually doing for me sitting here and saying these words? What is it doing for me? I'm getting started on something. Look, this is 22, this is now 23 episodes in, and I'm reinventing the way we do it every single time. But the goal is just to be consistent, and now it's leading to the podcast. Now it's leading to launching the website. Now it's been leading me to finish up some work. So I now ask you, what are some things that you've started that you haven't completed? And what are some things that you are having trouble getting started? And what is a roadmap that you can set of several simple steps to get you to your long-term goals. You know, long-term planning is one of the most beautiful things. Think of where you want to be in 5 years and 10 years. And if you have that long-term motivation, every day will be filled with gusto. Because I know where I want to go in life, I know what to put into life. And what you put into life is what you get out. So, you know, don't crumble up all your ideas. Think of it like everything serves a purpose, and utilize it to get you to the next step. Sometimes you have to go through 10 ideas that are shit to get through that great idea. But if you didn't go through each one of those 10 ideas and show up, that brilliance would come just like the breeze. So we're out here. Hit us up in the comments. Let us know what's something that you're going to get started on and take to completion, or what is something that you've been procrastinating on or have started that you have not finished. Let's be each other's motivation. I'm down to help y'all motivate me with making... Look, I missed an episode not too long ago. I'm still out here. It ain't the end of the world. You do this shit and you keep it pushing.